What do you think could be done to fix this wealth gap that we have right now?
I would not be so pretentious to assume that I have the answers, but
we all do.
When I see, that's right, collectively I think we can find the answers. But I think it's pretty clear that the loopholes that folks exploit give an unfair advantage to those who are already in a privileged situation, where those who are struggling are trying to do their best. Sometimes you do your best and you just can't. And so if I had to look at something, there are many loopholes that give unfair advantage to, in particular, multinational corporations. That would be one thing that I would look at for sure. I don't know, I look at it and say, wait a minute, what is wrong with everybody paying a fair tax? General Electric, I personally paid more taxes last year than General Electric did. Now there's something wrong with that. I got it, they invest and they do this and they employ people. Wait a minute, they got paid over $11 million by the government. Come on.
Right.
I'm a single dad, a school teacher. I paid more than they did. It's insane.
You mean a percentage of your total income?
Literal dollar amount.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't pay anything last year because of tax loopholes. Yeah, isn't that mind-blowing?
That's quite the figure.
And absolutely, we start to look at proportionally. Yeah, and the 99%, folks of lower income bracket absolutely pay a much higher proportion of their income than the wealthier few,
absolutely,
small percentage. I got it. I don't know what's happened. The doublespeak that's going on. The rich suddenly became the job creators. I don't know. You look at the statistics, and taxing the rich never suppressed job creation. Never once. So it's actually a lie. What do you think? Just because somebody's going to get taxed 1 or 2% more, they're just going to throw their hands up and stop doing business? I don't think so. So there is this inequity. I don't pretend to have the answers. I certainly have grievances about how it's going. I myself, I struggle, but I'm doing okay. I got a roof over my head. I got enough to eat. I'm able to take my fall break and come and stay in the park here to see what's really going on instead of, pardon for sounding so biased, but the lies that I see on the media.
Absolutely.
Because it's absolutely not what I'm experiencing here. I'm experiencing true spontaneous community. People who are trying to redefine the way we communicate and to ensure that every single person's voice is heard. You don't have to be Michael Moore to be heard. It can be anybody. That's all you got to do is go mic check, and there it is. You got a crowd of people who are there. What you're saying, it's a really beautiful thing. Now, it's a burdensome process which needs to go through an evolution, but I wish in my school we could have meetings that run this smoothly.
Okay, so just based on what you're saying, how would you, if you could, change social structure to achieve the tax, to fix the tax problems that we have?
You've got the big umbrella question.
Well, we found a professor, so we were saving it for someone like you.
So say it again. So I make sure I got.
How would you change the social structure we live in to achieve the goals that this protest is trying to achieve?
As I say, I don't necessarily have the answers. So I do have to talk in some kind of big generalities.
Of course.
Competition is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's very imbalanced. There needs to be more collaboration and cooperation with one another. Less coercion, less manipulation. Every person does have an equal voice. Money is not speech. I'm sorry, a corporation is not a person. It's made up of people, but it is not a person. So I would say getting rid of that label that they have the same rights as a person, this would be a major thing right there.
Right.
To make sure that money is not buying my politicians and that my voice is equal to you and everybody else, not some lobbyist who has the inside line and is going to take them on a yacht trip and buy some drinks or whatever.
So would you say that capitalism is inherently flawed for this problem, or?
I would say that this particular manifestation of capitalism is.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that this is the only form, no way.
So it can work.
Jesus was a communist. Oh, but communist is a terrible thing. But all we think of are the Soviets or the Chinese. That manifestation of communism was brutality.
Right.
But communism itself, I mean, not a bad thing. Am I my brother's keeper? Hell yes, I am.
All right. Well, thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you
so much. All right.
Yeah, man. Thanks.